we are going to remember how to punch things into our calculator. So we're going to make four calculations here. We're going to calculate the cosine of 120 degrees. We're going to calculate the sine of 7 pi over 5. We're going to calculate the cosecant of 24 degrees and the secant of 5 pi over 12. Okay? So let's start with number 1 here. Oh, okay. So first of all, whenever we're punching in a trig function, we need to be careful with our mode. So go ahead in your calculator, check the mode. Are you in radian mode? Are you in degree mode? If we're going to do the cosine of 120 degrees, what mode should you be in? Degree mode. So if you're not in degree mode, please get it there. Okay. Then we can go back to our home screen and punch in the cosine of 120. Since we are in degree mode, it's going to assume that 120 is in degrees, and it'll give us a value. Do you see your sine, cosine, tangent buttons right here? Now, for the second one, this is the sine, that's a 7 pi over 5. Sorry. That's the sine of 7 pi over 5. Can we punch it in right now? No. We're going to have to go to mode, and we're going to have to change our mode to radians so that it can assume that when we type the sine of 7 pi over 5, they know that that measurement for the angle is a radian measurement. Okay. So we have negative 0.951. All right, now, do you see a secant button or a cosecant button on your calculator? No, I don't see one. Okay, these right here, sine -1, cosine -1, tangent -1, those are inverse. Those are not secant, cosecant, cosecant. Okay. What do we know about the secant ratio? Sorry, maybe I should start with cosecant since that's our third one. What do we know about the cosecant ratio? Okay, the cosecant of an angle is the flip of what? The secant ratio is the flip of cosine. The C and the S go together. Okay. So if we wanted to figure out the cosecant of 24 degrees, first of all, we're going to have to go into our mode and change it to degrees. Yes, I know that was annoying that I did degree, radian, but I need you to be thinking about changing the mode with every problem that you do. Okay? So the cosecant of 24 degrees, since we don't have the cosecant button, we're instead going to have to type in 1 divided by the sine of 24 degrees. Since the cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, and that will give us the ratio that we need. Okay, so now for secant, we're going to have to go back and change to radian mode. And what are we going to type in? One divided by the cosine of 5 pi over 12. Okay. Out of everything we've done last semester and this semester, was that difficult? Okay. However, if you don't practice it, you're not going to remember it for Friday, and you're not going to remember it for the test. Okay? So make sure you practice it so you can put it in your memory. Okay? Oftentimes, I have people skip this assignment because they're like, "I know something," and then they don't remember to do it for the quiz. Mm-hmm.
How many lessons?
So I was doing 3 up there. Typically, it'll tell you. It might have you do 4 decimal places in your book. Yeah, it's gonna have you do 4 decimal places in your book. I didn't think I could squeeze all 4 decimal places, but yeah, 4 decimal places when we're doing our trig functions. Okay. If I asked you for cotangent, what would you put in your calculator? 1 divided by tangent. Okay. All right. So we have reviewed how to use our calculator. I also would like to review SOHCAHTOA. Okay. So I'm going to give you this half sheet of paper. Up in the top half of the half sheet of paper, I want you to label this triangle opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse, and tell me what the ratios are for all 6 functions, like sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. That's what I want you to do. Then the second part is an actual triangle with some numeric values, where I want you to fill out the triangle and fill out the 6 ratios. Okay? On the back of this green piece of paper, I want you to draw a 30, 60, 90 triangle and a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And I want you to fill out the relationships with the sides. Okay, something you did back in geometry. We talked about it last year in algebra 2. I would pick a side to call X and tell me the relationship from that side to the rest based on X. Okay, so I'm going to give you this half sheet of paper as a pod. Work together to fill out the front, and then this on the back. Show me when you have that completed. I want to make sure that it's right. And then the rest of the time you can use to work on your assignment for tonight. How does that sound? Okay. Let's do it. All right, work together.